In life, we meet thousands of people, but sometimes one person walks in so quietly that we don't even realize they are going to change everything. This is the story of Emily and Adam, two hearts that found each other in the quiet corners of life and held on, even when the whole world tried to pull them apart. Their love didn't start with fireworks. It started with rain. But the rain was only the beginning. What followed was a journey of laughter, tears, fear, distance, and a love that refused to break. Riverdale was a small, peaceful town, the kind of place where everyone knew each other's names and where nothing extraordinary ever happened until that rainy afternoon. Emily stood behind the counter of her small café, stirring a cup of coffee with gentle hands. The smell of fresh pastries mingled with the aroma of coffee, and soft piano music filled the air. The rain outside tapped against the windows, creating a rhythm that seemed to whisper secrets. Then the cafe door opened. A tall, quiet young man stepped inside, dripping wet. Ting went the bell above the door. Emily looked up and froze for a moment. There was something about him, his gentle eyes, his shy smile, the way he seemed lost in thought. And yet, there was a loneliness in him that she recognized. "Please come in. You must be freezing," she said softly. He nodded, grateful, and took a seat near the window. Emily brought him a warm cup of coffee, and for a few silent moments, the world seemed to disappear around them. And in that silence, a connection was made. Adam wrapped his hands around the warm mug. The warmth seeped into him. But it wasn't just the coffee. It was the kindness. For years, he had lived quietly, observing life from the sidelines, but no one had ever noticed him like this. "Thank you, this feels good," he whispered. Emily smiled without even realizing. Her heart skipped a beat, and somewhere deep inside, she whispered to herself, "Remember this moment." From that moment on, Adam returned. At first, just occasionally, then daily. Not for the coffee, but for the quiet companionship and the warmth in Emily's smile. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. They shared stories about their lives, about dreams, fears, childhood memories. Sometimes it was just the small things, a favorite book, a song, a funny childhood memory. Emily loved the way Adam listened. He noticed the smallest details, like the way her fingers trembled when she was nervous, or how she tucked her hair behind her ear when she was shy. Adam loved how Emily's laughter could light up a room, how her presence made even the heaviest days feel lighter. Her voice was music, her smile was sunlight, and her kindness was something he had been missing for a long time. They didn't realize it yet, but their hearts were already speaking to each other, even when their lips were silent. One evening, Emily noticed a notebook left behind. Curious, she opened it. Her breath caught. Inside, Adam had drawn sketches of her cafe. Every chair, every corner, every tiny detail perfectly captured. And then, he had drawn her. Not perfect, not glamorous, but real, warm, beautiful. Exactly the way he saw her. Emily pressed the notebook to her chest. A tear rolled down her cheek. Sometimes, love speaks louder through small, silent acts than through any words. Then one day, Adam didn't come. Not the next day, not the day after. Emily waited. Every time the cafe door opened, her heart leapt, but it wasn't him. She wondered at night, whispering to herself, "Did I imagine everything? Did he even care?" But Adam cared. Far too much. He had fallen completely, silently, irrevocably in love, and that scared him. What if she doesn't feel the same? What if I'm not enough? So he did what scared people often do. He ran from the very thing his heart desired most. Emily couldn't bear it anymore. One cold evening, she made her way to Adam's workshop. Her hands shook. Her heart raced. Every step toward the door felt like an eternity. She knocked softly. When Adam opened the door, he looked shocked, guilty, afraid. "Why did you disappear?" she whispered. "Did I do something wrong?" Adam's voice trembled. "No, you did everything right. I just didn't think I deserved you." Emily stepped closer. Her eyes, full of sadness and love, met his. "Adam, you deserve the world. And you deserve me too." Tears rolled down his cheeks. And in that moment, their hearts finally spoke the truth their lips had been too scared to say. "I like you, Emily. I like you too, Adam." From that night, their love grew slowly, beautifully, like spring flowers. They walked together in the park, hand in hand. They shared their dreams, fears, and little secrets. They laughed at silly jokes no one else would understand. Adam carved a small wooden heart for her, with words. "For Emily, the one who taught me to feel again." Emily held it close. It was as if she held his very soul in her hands. Then life tested them. Emily received a job offer in another city, an opportunity she had always dreamed of. But it meant leaving Riverdale and leaving Adam. Her heart tore in two. Her dreams pulled her forward. Her love held her back. When she told Adam, he froze. After a long pause, he whispered, "You should go." Emily gasped. "Go? You want me to leave?" Adam shook his head. "I don't want you to leave, but I can't hold you back either. Real love doesn't cage someone. It sets them free." Tears rolled down her cheeks. "Will you wait for me?" Adam gently wiped her tears. "I will wait, even if it takes years." Emily left. Distance separated them, but never their hearts. They talked every night, video called every weekend, shared joys, sorrows, victories, failures, and dreams. Adam worked hard, honed his craft, saved money. Emily grew stronger, learned new skills, built her future. Every day apart tested their patience, but it proved one thing: true love survives. After 2 long years, Emily returned. Adam was in his shop when he heard a soft voice. "Adam." He turned. The world stopped. There she was, Emily, standing in the doorway, tears in her eyes, love in her smile. "I told you I would come back," she said softly. Adam walked to her slowly, as if afraid she might vanish. "You're home," he whispered. Emily nodded, tears falling. "Home is where you are." They held each other. 2 hearts, finally in the same place, again. Emily and Adam opened a new cafe together. Adam built every chair, every table, every frame. Emily filled the place with warmth, light, and the smell of fresh coffee. People who entered the cafe often said, "It feels like love is living in these walls." It was a love born in rain, tested by fear, strengthened by distance, and completed by patience. A love that didn't shout, didn't demand, didn't break. A love that stayed. If you believe in gentle love, in love that waits, in love that grows even in silence, then Emily and Adam's story is a reminder. True love doesn't happen suddenly. It happens slowly, beautifully, and it stays.